Good morning, everybody. This is Grant Russell with Transwest Truck Trailer RV in Frederick, Colorado. It is Thursday, April 14th. Hope everybody's doing well out there. Got a special treat to show you today. We rarely have these available to show, but this is a 2022 Winnebago Navion 24D floor plan that I'm going to show you. We thought I'd start on the inside first, kind of go through this particular one, the way it's equipped, and how you could equip one if you wanted to place an order. Also, just real quick, there's some links below on this site. If you click the links below, some will take you to our inventory if you want to view some of the other videos that we've done on the inventory, or it'll take you to our website. So be sure and check that out too if you click the link below. So let's get started here. So we're in a 24D floor plan. And all the Navions are going to be built on the Sprinter chassis. It's a 3.0 liter, 188 horsepower, 7-speed Mercedes turbo diesel engine. So I'll go over that in a little bit. But just starting out right here, this does have the U-shaped dinette, and it's very comfortable. I'm 6'2". If I want to kick back, these do lift up. So if I just want to kick back and watch my ball game or watch a movie or something like that, it's very comfortable to sit at, and you got plenty of room around the table here for guests. As you can see, this table spins if you're playing cards or eating dinner or something like that. It's pretty easy to maneuver around and get in and out of the dinette. And then there's little release latches underneath to bring those back down. Where I was sitting, I'll just point this out. So these come off. They're just Velcroed. Of course, as you can see, I'm not going to make it all the way down into the bed, but you can see where these fill in on the table. So this table will actually drop down. It sits on these ledges down below. So it makes you a pretty good sized bed. In fact, I could sleep comfortably there if I wanted to. And then underneath these cushions, if I lift these up, you can see some good storage underneath there. And then if you go around on that side, I'll lift this one up just to show you we're getting additional storage. And then last but not least, you still have, it's kind of hard to pull these all the way up with these cushions still on, but you can see some good storage underneath there too. So it's not lacking on storage. The Navion, the 24D Navion is 25.5 feet overall length. I think it's 11 feet tall. So for those of you that were wanting to know kind of size on a smaller RV, the 24D floor plan does give you the Murphy bed. I mean, it gives you the sofa here. Of course, you got a table that goes in the floor here for extra counter space. In fact, just grab it real quick, give you an idea what that looks like. So this will go here, and you can put it here, and there's also a spot up front that the table can go. It does store back here in this closet, but this way you have a little extra counter space for the sofa. Or you can have it up there by the chairs. When I go up there earlier, we can show that area. I'll pull this out. I'll show you that Murphy bed. Yeah, there you go. That's the other location for this table. Thanks, Joey. Popping that back in place. The Murphy bed. So first of all, there is storage underneath. These are your night shades for the windows. Go in the driver's and passenger door, and also the windshield up front. Then this is good storage underneath. And your legs up top here, each one pops out. And then there's a switch in the bathroom. If I hold this down, kind of help guide it down, gives you about a queen size bed. Again, I'm 6'2". I comfortably fit here. It's a comfortable bed. Got some reading lights above my head here, little night light. If I hold that down, it'll turn on bright, so it does give you a bright light. And you got a couple of those. Something to show there. And just simple, and of course if you have your pillows, sheets, blankets, you do have, like from about right here back, like a cavity area where you can store all your extra blankets and sheets and pillows. And then of course you have the overhead. I guess I should have opened those up, sorry about that. You do have these overhead cabinets, which are not accessible when the bed's up, so you want to make sure and keep items that you need to access on a regular basis not in these cabinets. Of course, you got a sliding window here, a little MCD roller shade there for privacy. We'll go back up with the bed. And you got a similar release latch like the footstool down below. Push this, bring these back in. And you got your Murphy bed back in the up position. If you notice on both sides of the bed or the sofa now, electrical outlets and USB outlets. So you get 2 USB outlets, 2 electrical outlets. And then you do have the thermostat. So these come with heat pumps. So your air conditioner can also be a heat pump. If you have enough heat in the atmosphere, you could take the chill out of the air in the RV. If it's below freezing, you're probably going to switch it to gas. In the bathroom here, we've got something else just to point out too on these switches. Like if I push this up, it's a bright LED light in their ceiling, but in the middle is off, and then down is a dim. You have that in the bathroom as well. So you have a dim feature and a bright feature. If you come in the bathroom, again, I'm 6'2". This is in my way at the moment, but this is just for hanging items. And then you do have a adjustable shower head, and then you've got the skylight for more headroom. You have a pretty good sized shower, and then of course you have this is nice for elbow room when you're showering. And then of course you just squeegees back, all the water stays inside the tub here. Then we got a foot flush toilet here, the bathroom sink. This does have the Truma AquaGo continuous hot water heater system. That's the operations for it. You can see some good storage under the sink area. And then of course we have medicine cabinet. And then if you want to come around, get a shot of the closet. And these are just some loose supplies that do come with the RVs. Sewage hose, microwave dish, there's water filter in there. It's also where you store the table. And then something else to point out in here, I've got an air conditioner vent. So with this closed, I still have an air conditioner vent in the bathroom. Also have ductwork down below for the furnace. And getting to these cabinets here, we've got some good pull-out drawers, pantry storage. You've got a little shelf up top. It goes pretty deep back in there. All your extra pantry items. 3 pull-out drawers. Some more storage here. It's also where your house breakers and fuses are located in this area. Behind this panel is your winterization valve. That's going to be for accessing the water lines to winterize the coach. We do have 2 100-watt solar panels, come standard on a Navion. This is just the controller. It's already set up by the manufacturer to keep your batteries. These come standard with lead acid house batteries. There is an option to get the lithium upgrade. For those that want to go lithium, you can. And then of course the refrigerator is a Norcold 12-volt refrigerator. So when you power on the 12-volt system on the house, it powers on your fridge. Of course the solar keeps the batteries charged And then so the alternator keeps your battery charged when you're driving it. And then of course the 30 amp service also keeps everything charged. Sure.
Mary would like to know if any of the actual house windows you can open.
Yes, so good question. That one over there is a sliding window. Can't get to it now because of the bed, but this one will be easy to get to here. So, and that's a good question. These come standard with single pane windows. This particular customer ordered it with the dual pane windows. Either option does give you the capability of opening the windows. When you get the dual pane windows, you get these acrylic style windows. When you get the single pane, they're the glass and they slide back and forth with the built-in screens. So since this is a dual pane window, you pull it, well, first of all, your screens, this pulls down for your day shade, or to keep the bugs out, if you will, because if you have that window open, you keep all the bugs out. And then of course, that's your night shade. And then this just releases to go back up with it. And then if I release these little tabs here, your window, there's different settings that I can have this window opened up at. And so, yeah, if you got guests outside, you want to hand them a cold drink or whatever, you can actually, it's kind of nice when you have these style windows. So, good question. Yes, they do open. Uh-huh.
Mary wants to know, is it capable to put a thicker mattress in there?
A thicker mattress? That's a great question. I would say yes, you can, because it depends on how thick of a mattress. Of course, I would want to double check with Winnebago to see like what's the maximum weight that you could put on this bed as far as putting a different mattress on it. But here, just to show you the type of mattress this is. It's a high density foam mattress, plus you got these Foley springs underneath, which makes it comfortable. But as far as doing, so, and then I'm running into this too, Mary. So you've got this style is separate from this bed here. So that brings up the question, you might have to have a special mattress made for it, I guess, if you were to want to put a different type of mattress on here. But I'm sure some of the mattress factories could design a bed for this that would fit in here. So, good question. Okay. So going back to the kitchen area, up above the refrigerator is where you can start, stop your generator. It's also where you can check on your batteries, so your chassis battery and your house batteries. You can see the voltage level on both of those. This is also a location where you can turn the water pump on and off. There will be different locations throughout the coach to turn the water pump on and off if you're dry camping. This is going to be convenient for the kitchen area. You got another one in the bathroom. There'll be another one outside. When we get to the dump station area, there's a switch there too as well. Yeah, so the generator is a propane generator. It comes standard with. This particular one, let's see here. Yeah, it's got the standard propane generator. So you can get the optional diesel generator too on the Navions. If you notice here, we've got, it's missing the little griddle here, but this is a propane cooktop. And then you have a induction cooktop. So should you run out of propane, you can still use your electric to cook if you wanted to do that. So one thing to point out too, so with the induction cooktop and your convection microwave oven, you do have a 2,000 watt inverter. You can run the inverter, you can run the convection microwave off of the inverter. You can also run it off the shore power, of course, and off of the generator. But Just something to point out there. Also, your TVs will work off the inverter as well. So some storage up top. This is where you can turn the inverter on and off. You do have tank heaters. So the holding tank heater is for your gray water and black water. By the way, this has a 30-gallon freshwater tank, 41-gallon black water tank, and a 41-gallon gray water tank. And then it did get the entertainment package. So standard is just a TV. When you get the entertainment package, you actually get the sound bar as well as Blu-ray player. And if you notice all the electrical wiring and whatnot up top there, excuse me, it's all wired for adding a game system, adding a receiver. There's satellite wiring to the rooftop, from the rooftop to this area if you want to add a satellite. Okay, sure.
Mary would like to know if there's space to add additional solar panels.
If there should be enough real estate on the rooftop. As far as how much, I would have to get back with you. If at the end of this video, I'll give you my email address, Mary, if you'd like to shoot me that question, plus any others, of course, if I can't get it now, because you can put as much solar on any RV as there is enough real estate on the rooftop to add. So that's kind of the rule of thumb there. So, but good question. The 24D floor plan is going to give you the most amount of counter space, workspace. You can see you've got all this area. If you look at the other floor plans, which are great, the 24V and the 24J, they give you this same setup here and the sink, but they're kind of side by side. So you can see how much more space you're gaining. And plus with all this extra space, you also gain all this extra storage. That's kind of cool too, the way that works. So when I open the drawers, the light comes on, soft closed drawers. Great storage for pots and pans or your kitchen items. A good sized drawer here. And then we got some cabinets open up here for storage underneath the sink. You can see you've got a water filter down below. So you have a water filter for outside coming into the coach, and then you also have the water filter underneath the sink here. I believe that's correct. Then we got storage overhead here. And then the 24D, all of the Navions come standard with the bunk over cab area. And so this is nice for getting in and out of the driver's area. Let me kick that off right now. It's getting warm in here. So this will flip down. And you've got a ladder here. Oh, almost got you there. Sorry about that. It clips in here, so it makes it easy to get up to the bunk area. If you notice in the bunk area, we've got the same style light like I was showing you earlier. A little night light, or again, hold it down, get a nice bright reading light. You got some windows on both sides. Little snap curtains are in place right now. And then all the way to the back, you can see you've got an electrical outlet. There's also a 12-volt outlet and some USB ports all the way in the back. Put this back over here. So flip that back. Makes it easy to get in and out of the cockpit area. I've got this chair turned around right now. These are electric power seats. They're manual to swivel around, but you do have to use the power controls on the door to move them back and forth. You got to move it forward to clear the B pillar here, and then you can spin it around and then move it back. And then they come with these little riser cushions, so you're not sitting, because you step down to the cockpit area and then you step up to the living area, so that makes it comfortable for seating when you're sitting here. And of course, the driver's seat has the same thing. Here's the riser cushion, and this one will swivel around as well. All right, so moving on to the chassis area. So I mentioned too that this has this Mercedes 188 horsepower turbo diesel 7-speed transmission. It's push button, so it's got a proximity remote control, just like all the new Sprinters come with today. It does have the larger touchscreen monitor here. On the right side of the steering wheel here, right in the middle here where my finger's pointing, is the mouse for the stereo system over here. So if I want to hit my home button and navigate through the different functions of the touchscreen area, I can use the mouse and go into the radio, turn up my volume. A little Carly Simon for you. If I want to go straight to my maps, there's actually a button here. I just click the maps. It brings up my navigation. Very easy to navigate through it, like some of all the new automobiles have today. Then your air conditioner controls are down below here. Very simple to operate. Your transmission shifter is actually right here. It used to be a little. That's something that's changed over the past few years now. But you hold the brake down, hold down the push button start, and that starts up the coach. Very quiet. I don't even know if y'all heard that, but it just started up. I'm going to turn this down. Blowing hot air on me. That's hot in here. Get outside, I probably want it back. And then you do have little paddle shifters behind the steering wheel here if you wanted to downshift or upshift. Remember, it's a 7-speed transmission. Talking about this mouse for that. So the right side of this steering wheel area is kind of the controls for this. The left side of this steering wheel is going to be for the dash cluster area. My cruise control is also here. These do come with collision avoidance protection package. They do have the LED headlamps with auto assist for bright lights. So they'll automatically go real bright when it senses there's no vehicles in front. As soon as it sees a vehicle, it goes back to dim or to low beam. So you're not blinding your oncoming cars. So, and then of course storage. You've got cup holders here. You've got 4 cup holders here. Another 2 over there. If you got the big gulps from 7-Eleven or something like that, you got big storage bins in the actual door. So if you get a shot right here, you have a big gulp here. So lots of storage there. Here's the controls I was mentioning to you earlier for the seats. To move this back and forth. So I'll move that, and then it does have lumbar support on both seats. So it should cover most of the inside. Why don't we go outside and we'll go around the exterior features. I'll meet you out there, out on the other side. Let me grab this. Got any other questions?
Yep, got another question. You get a chance.
Okay.
2 questions. Does the kitchen window open?
Yes, in fact, it's open right now. I don't know if you can see that. Same window as I showed earlier. In fact, I've got the screen. Again, you do have the same style shades as the other window. So. And then, of course, bring that in to latch it for when you're traveling.
Which navigation system does it use?
Mercedes. So it does not, Winnebago is not doing their own. It's all Mercedes. In fact, I just had a customer that picked up a brand new Mercedes Sprinter chassis from us. And they wanted the most up-to-date software for the GPS. And right now, when I called Mercedes, the most up-to-date GPS systems for their software is already downloaded on all these chassis. They kind of hinted at the new software coming out next year, so 2023 there may be a new software upgrade, which all you have to do is take it into Mercedes. I think it's $200, and they will upgrade your software whenever it's available. Don't hold me to that, but I think it's a couple hundred. I believe that's what they told me. All right, outside it's a little windy day, so I'm not going to do the awning out, but it does have a nice big electric awning You can see it up top there. And there's an LED light. I don't know if you can see it or not, but that lights up the whole length of the awning. And of course it does have a wind sensor built into that awning, so if you do get high winds, it'll automatically bring itself in. This door is unique too. It's a little different type of an entrance door now. They've got a sliding screen, and then you have some storage in the door. Got a little place to put, I don't know, books, magazines, flip-flops, shoes, whatever you want to put in there, you can. And then you got a little bit of extra storage here. And of course, this is your privacy shade for when this is closed. And then the steps are electric too. They will go in and out. I've got the switch in the off position right now, so that way it's not going in and out every time I open and close the door. You'll notice this one has the full body paint. So with Navion, they do come standard with decals. However, if you check out Winnebago's website, go to Winnebago, I think it's WinnebagoIND.com. You can check out the different exterior colors. This one came with the Bay Mist exterior, full body paint. We'll go to this first compartment. So this compartment here, if you look all the way underneath, it's kind of hard to see, but keep that shot right there, Jody. I'm gonna go all the way to the other side, and you'll see when I open this door, it goes all the way through. You can see a little light, but if you have some small tables or fishing poles or small items you wanna put across those rails of the chassis, you can. They actually have pass-through storage right above the rails of the chassis. And then also, as you're in this bay, this is where the 2,000 watt inverter is located. It's also where your electrical outlet is and your TV, exterior TV connection. If you want to bring an extra TV and hook up outside and have a little outside entertainment, you can. And of course, this has this little conduit here that opens up. You can run all your power cords out and still close the door. Propane quick connect. So this does have a 12 gallon propane tank. And then you have a quick connect if you want to bring a barbecue grill along with you. Great spot to hook up a barbecue grill and cook some burgers. And here's the location of the Truma AquaGo. This is the exhaust on the furnace, excuse me. And then we got the 3,600 watt propane LP generator. That would be the same location for the diesel generator if you opted for that option. Then we got some more storage here. So this does not go across, but it's got a little extra storage back here. Of course, right above here, this is back in that corner bath where I was showing earlier, where there's some extra storage in that bathroom area. It's just down below. And this comes out. If you need to access underneath, you could hide some items underneath, but that's actually where your wiring and some of your electrical and furnace is located, the hose to run the furnace. This is the exhaust on the generator. Backup camera. The 24Ds will have a ladder. If you need to get up to the rooftop, clean off the leaves, snow, tree limbs, trash, anything collecting on your slide out, you can use the ladder to get up there. If you just want to spot check your roof seals, make sure everything's sealed properly. About every couple of years, you want to make sure and check those seals. Anything that's going from the ceiling, protruding up to the rooftop that has caulking, it can dry over time and crack, and you don't want to get water inside of an RV, the guts of an RV, because it's cancer for an RV. But that is nice to have, to be able to get up there and check all that out for you. 5,000 pound hitch, 7-way pin. So it's already pre-wired for brake controller. It'll tow up to 5,000 pounds, and it's got a tongue weight of 500 pounds. I've got the slide out. As you can see, it does have a slide cover. All right, so this is where your 30 amp power cord is located. I'm not gonna pull it all the way out, but this little door right here will open up. So now if I want to run the power cord out and keep this door closed when I'm plugged in, and this also has a automatic transfer switch, so you don't have to plug any more of this into an outlet to run the generator. It automatically will transfer over to generator power when that's on. And then of course all the way in the back, it's kind of hard to see, but back in the back there are some satellite, there's portable satellite dish cable, and then cable hookups in the back. So if you have a tailgater or a little portable satellite and you don't want to use the rooftop one, you can actually use the side one. And then it does have outside shower. I mentioned too, there's multiple locations for the water pump switch. Here's the other location right there for the outside shower. City water feed, winterization valve is this does have a winterization hose here. So for those that want to do their own winterization, they make it easy for you. And of course your black water, these are your dump valves, your gray water and your black water gate valves are enclosed here, they're inside. And then there's where you dump the black and the gray water. Put that back in there. And then you'll notice it does have a black waste tank flush inlet. That's where you can hook up a city water and flush your black water out. Make sure you pull the gate valve though. You'll have a mess. And then you can, if you've got the threaded hose on the city water, you can turn that valve in there to bypass the system and fill your fresh water. But if you wanted to just use a gravity fill, that's the gravity fill right there. And then this is just the other side of that pass-through storage I was showing earlier. Your propane tank is located here. It's also where the hydraulics are. This one, the reason this has the hydraulics, which I didn't mention to you, but I'll mention to you now. You can get the optional automatic hydraulic leveling system. It's an available option, and this coach got it. So that's where the hydraulics are located for that. And the actual controls are, come around on this side. I should have pointed it out earlier, but I'm pointing it out now. So it's right here. That's where they put the controls to operate your hydraulic leveling system. I'm gonna pop the hood. So there is a release in here. Let's pull this valve and that'll release the hood so I can open this up. And then let me put this on this, that'll hold it up. So again, it makes it easy access to, if you need to add windshield wiper fluid, if you're changing out filter, adding antifreeze, diesel exhaust fluid. By the way, this has a I believe it's 3.5 gallon, give or take, diesel exhaust fluid. So these are a turbo diesel, so the diesel exhaust fluid does mix with the diesel fuel to give you a cleaner exhaust when you're driving these. So that's something that's been around for 10 plus years now. So, but it does have, that's where you fill it, that's where you top it off at. There's no real maintenance, just don't run out. It's also, if your Mercedes battery is actually located underneath the driver's seat area. If you need to jump it, there is a positive connection here. And then your ground's gonna be right here. Go for it. Great question. Not on a Navion. Navion has to be plugged in to shore power, or you need to be running the generator. So the house air conditioner does require generator on or plugged into 30 amp service. But good question. Okay, so I called our rep this morning just to double check. If you have interest in getting a 24D floor plan, we have some on order that are not spoken for. We also have production slots. You want to build one exactly the way you want it, give me a call. I'd be happy to look into that for you. You could have one by this summer. I think June, July is probably about when I could possibly get one for you if someone was interested. So if there's any other questions that you guys have for me, please give me a call, shoot me an email. Don't forget to click the links below on this YouTube video. And just last but not least, here's my information. Again, I'm Grant Russell. You can reach me at 720-539-4711. You can shoot me a text anytime or shoot me an email. You can email me at grussell@transwest.com. It's Russell with 2 S's and 2 L's. Okay, guys, have a good weekend. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.